Tonight, we're looking local at scrumptious shortcuts for Turkey Day.
Moving beyond the Palmetto State, we've got a crazy in love couple who might be battling at the Grammys.
And of course, what's an entertainment show without some tea, where Tom Brady isn't huddling up with his family anymore.
You can catch it all right here on The Buzz.
Hello and welcome to The Buzz. I'm Tatum Miller.
And I'm Castain. Let's get into it.
Looking locally, the two best holidays are right around the corner, Thanksgiving and Christmas. And with everyone traveling these next months, you might be struggling to find something to do here in Columbia. If you're looking for a laid-back turkey day, California Dreamin' is hosting a Thanksgiving meal on Thursday from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you still want that homey feeling, customers can also pre-order their meals and pick them up to take them home. Holiday lights are always my favorite thing to see, and the Riverbank Zoo is kicking off their annual Lights Before Christmas display this weekend and running it all the way until the new year. If you want to stay cozy in your car, Saluda Shoals Park will be hosting their annual holiday lights on the river starting on Thanksgiving. Calling All Gamecock Rising Stars. Hosted by comedian Dirty D and DJ Guinness, Carolina's Got Talent is holding performances this Sunday. In addition to local vendors, they're looking for musicians, poets, dancers, painters, authors, and even motivational speakers to showcase their abilities. Basically, if you've got a talent, come flaunt it. To register as an artist, go to eventbrite.com, and if you just want to sit back and enjoy the show, you can also purchase tickets at the site that also include a full food and drink buffet.
You heard what's going on locally. Let's talk for a bit about what's buzzing beyond us. Climate activists strike again with the throwing of objects, liquids, and even foods at museum paintings. This time in Vienna, activists in Austria have attacked a famous painting by artist Gustav Klimt by throwing an unidentified black oily liquid at the painting. Thankfully, glass protected it. The activists have identified themselves as members of the group Last Generation Austria by tweeting about the attack after it happened. After one activist threw the liquid onto the glass, he was subsequently pushed away by a museum guard just for another activist to glue himself to the glass. Though the painting wasn't harmed, the damage done to the glass, the security framing around the painting, and the wall and floor were said to be evident. This has been one of many attacks on paintings within the last few months, with climate activists throwing mashed potatoes at a Monet painting 5 days ago and trying to glue themselves to the Scream painting in Norway just 4 days ago. Who knew there would be such a fuss over century-old paint? Grammy nominations were announced this morning, with an artist possibly decrowning Jay-Z with the most nominated music. That someone being Beyoncé, his wife. Beyoncé landed 9 nominations this morning, tying herself with husband Jay-Z. Her song Break My Soul received both Record and Song of the Year nominations, and her album Renaissance netted an Album of the Year nod. In second place for most nominations comes Kendrick Lamar with 8, and Adele and Brandi Carlile trailing behind him with 7 each. Nearly half this year's leading nominees are women, and more than half are people of color. The Recording Academy's CEO, Harvey Mason Jr., says, quote, "This makes me feel very proud, but it makes me conscious of the fact that we have to maintain the work we have done," end quote. Catch this year's Grammys on February 5th in Los Angeles. But if you can't make it, it'll be streamed live at 8 p.m. And I'm actually such a big fan of Beyoncé. If anybody deserves to be on that leaderboard, it's definitely her with her husband, of course.
Oh, absolutely. And did you see that Push and P got nominated for Best Rap Song of the Year?
I didn't, but honestly, that's no surprise with how much it was listened to.
Seriously, I heard it everywhere, couldn't escape.
Absolutely.
And that's all we have for your entertainment news, but don't go anywhere. After the break, Rachel Carter will be sipping and spilling some serious tea. Stay tuned.
Tom Brady has made some changes to his Twitter after spotting Gisele with another man. The 7-time Super Bowl champion changed his Twitter header photo from a picture of him and his family to a solo shot of him playing football. This change occurred after Brady's ex-wife, model Gisele Bündchen, was spotted in public with her male friend, Joaquim Valente. The pair was spotted having dinner in Costa Rica this past weekend. No comment has been made by Brady regarding the profile change, leading fans to speculate that the ex-lovers are still on good terms. That's all I have for tonight, but stick around because you do not want to miss this week's edition of Bingeworthy, where Tatum and Chloe tell you what show you should watch after this episode of The Buzz.
Finally, tonight's binge-worthy show is the second season of The Sex Lives of College Girls, and that comes out in 2 days on the 17th.
And I actually heard that Timothée Chalamet's sister is actually in it, so if you're into that kind of cringe type of TV show, maybe you should go ahead and give it a watch.
Yes, and Renee Rapp, who used to star in Mean Girls on Broadway as Regina George, also is in it, and she is one of my favorite people ever.
Absolutely, definitely star-studded, even if it's by association, so go ahead and give it a watch.
And that's all we have for you tonight, guys, but be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SGTV at USC.
To keep up with all of our content, be sure to also visit us online at sgtvonline.com. Until next time, I'm Chloe Castain.
And I'm Tatum Miller. Thanks for tuning in.